Hello, my name is Melinda Bagaga. I am a student midwife and I have been a birth assistant for several years. We have already in a past video talked about that initial latch and that golden hour and how to know that you have a good latch and how to know that everything's going well and there aren't any major issues with baby or with me. So we're going to be talking more on, let's say, day 3, 4, 5, and beyond. Still that early breastfeeding initiation, but my milk has just come in, and often moms will experience a lot of engorgement. The breasts get very large and very firm, and sometimes it's really hard for baby to latch on something that's so firm. There's not a lot of squishiness to it. And so what we like to do at that point is either using a breast pump or manual expression to soften the breast. Some people choose to maybe stand in a warm shower and let the warm water run on their breasts. Others will use manual expression just at the around the areola, maybe just to press in. You can look up manual expression. I'm not going to go into manual expression at this moment. Or using a breast pump, it does the same thing. So what that would be doing is it's just emptying the milk ducts that are very near to the areola and the nipple. And what that does is it allows that tissue to be more soft so that baby can latch on. It allows it to be a little bit more squishy so that it can fit into the baby's mouth. So we're still going to be doing things very much the same way. Babies tend to be very sleepy around this time. They went through a lot of process going through the whole labor and birth experience, and usually around this time they're very tired all the time, and sometimes we need to undress them. Some people even go so far as to tickle their baby or use a cold washcloth to wake baby up, because quite often mom says, I know you're sleeping, but it's time to eat. So we're going to be doing a lot of the same thing. We want baby to be awake and alert, because quite often around this time they get very sleepy, and so even if we get them latched, they haven't eaten enough, and it can be very uncomfortable in these first days. Sometimes even after baby has gotten a full feed, you can hear kind of a sound when they're swallowing, and that's how you know, I felt a letdown. I know they're swallowing. They have gone from a tight fist to an open hand. That's usually a good indication of I'm hungry and now I'm full. They'll often fall asleep at the breast. That's totally normal. Our nipples were the original pacifiers. We created pacifiers because they like to be pacified, but moms don't. Sometimes we want to be free. So once they have eaten and they don't want to wake anymore, sometimes we are still slightly engorged. And during this time, it is okay to encourage mom to pump to comfort. When you're in this window of, the first 5 days, we're not on a supply and demand schedule quite yet. So by pumping to comfort, that means mom doesn't feel, ooh, that hurts really bad. My baby is full. I can't get her to eat anymore. What do I do? It can be kind of miserable, but it's totally fine to encourage moms just to pump enough to relieve that pressure so that they're not so uncomfortable. And then we're going to encourage baby to eat as often as possible, because we do transition. Our hormones kind of they dictate this whole process, switching from our body just produces like crazy and then it shifts to this supply and demand. We want baby to eat as much as possible. It gets mom's supply to the right amount just for this baby, and then it will relieve. So it's not going to be producing so much forever, just getting through that first week or two. And then we can get through our breastfeeding relationship a little bit better after those first couple of weeks. So I hope you're able to help your moms get through those first days of engorgement a little bit easier now.